Barakati Hawa Barakatha Yahawasha, Barakati Hawa Barakatha Yahawasha, Ba Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Momma, why is your child so bad? Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired by a video from the YouTube platform Street News TV. Video entitled Chirac Street Legends, episode 111, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, Blood In, Blood Out. Video will be used for fair use purpose only. Okay? This is the last generation, and via the Spirit, we can see it. Okay? These niggas are becoming worse and worse. All right? They are waxing or growing worse. Now, video was inspired by a degenerate by the name of Lil Jeff. Okay? And he comes in the same footsteps of King Von. Ninth and Maryland, right, was his hood. Let's go to Isaiah 51:20. Your sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets in the case of Lil Jeff. Okay? In the case of Lil Jeff, okay, 79th and Maryland. So again, Isaiah 51:20, your sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. And that's the reason why the Israelites are all the Israelites, meaning so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans. Okay, what other nation of people be hanging and dwelling in the hoods, okay, on the corners, on the blocks, like Jake? Okay, Esau doesn't do it. Elam doesn't do it. Okay? Ishmael doesn't do it. So again, your sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. Okay, now, when you entrap a wild bull in a net, you will see mad aggression, extreme agitation. Okay? And Jake is in the same spirit. These niggas in these hoods, they are murdering people as young as 9 and 10 and 11 years old. And this is pathetic. The only nation of people that commit ongoing genocide. So again, as a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord Yahweh, the rebuke of your power. Okay, so they are full of fury. Okay, look at the crime rate in these neighborhoods. You will have one individual, such as Lil Jeff, they're saying that he had 10 to 11 bodies, if not more. What down?
family? It's your boy SNTV, coming back at y'all with another Chirac Street Legends. And this episode is going to be about none other than Bloodhound Lil Jeff, a.k.a. Jeffrey Dahmer.
I'm Bloodhound, that's the gang, bitch, you know that shit.
So Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shah took his ass out last Saturday. Okay.
Lil Jeff is originally from that Trap City, Zone 7 area. Him and his brother Jay Boogie and his father have strong family ties over there. Lil Jeff claimed Bloodhound, which is a clique that consists of Drill City, MTV, and 400 East members. They predominantly BDs. They beef with 8 Trey Mob, Hit Squad, BKN, Gyro City, TYMB, Chris World, and their main beef is with Trap City. The war between Trap City and Drill City is a lot more personal because they were real close, and both sides have family on the opposing side. That war started with the death of Z Money. Allegedly, Trap City took his life. When Nelson saw her son at the hospital, she said the police in the room didn't speak to her. She said they treated him like evidence, not a person. It wasn't until the following day that she received a call from a detective. He told her that Zaire was killed in Avalon Park after he tried to run away from someone who shot at the car he was waiting in while his friend dropped off some clothes to be tailored. After hearing the commotion, the friend shot back at the assailant, saw Zaire lying on the ground, and left. I couldn't come save him, Nelson said. When I think about him dying alone, it devastates me. The doctor told her he was dead on arrival. How many times had he been shot, she asked. We stopped counting at 29, she said. The doctor recounted. Hospital staff took her to see her son, but she could only see him from the doorway. They didn't tell her what happened or who killed him. All they gave her was an envelope full of resources. That day, Zaire became one of the 4,000 people who were fatally shot in Chicago over the last decade, whose killers still haven't been arrested, according to Chicago Police Department data. With many homicides left unsolved, thousands of families and friends are looking over their shoulders in their neighborhoods. It literally never gets easier, Nelson said, to not have any results, to not have any answers. Z Money was said to be the type of guy that got money, and it's not clear why Trap City backdoored him. But sure enough, this incident is the reason why Lil Jeff jumped off the porch. One day, Z Money was a part of the hood, getting money, chilling on the block, and the next day, he was gone.
A fatal shooting yesterday.
This video further proves what the scriptures, such as Isaiah 51 and 20, okay, how our people are dwelling and hanging on these blocks, okay, and they come in the same spirit as a wild bull trapped in a net. They are full of the fury, and that's the reason why these killers are killing each other, okay, from men, women, smaller boys and girls. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye, meaning mind, shall be evil toward his brother. Okay, and also your neighbor is your brother. Okay, and his eye, meaning his mind, shall be so evil toward his brother that you will have the same gang backdooring each other. Okay, or two gangs that are in some form of an allegiance will backdoor one of the gang members. Okay, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye, meaning mind, shall be evil toward his brother and toward his wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Meaning what? How does he leave? One way, the grave, okay, or prison, or just based on the fact that the father and mother are no longer communicating. The thrill is gone, okay? But at the end of the day, his children, which he shall leave, and you see a lot of this activity within these neighborhoods.
That evening, 19-year-old Jaleel Goins was pronounced dead at Rush University Medical Center, but police and nearby residents tell us the incident began in the 1300 block of West Taylor Street, where Goins was a passenger in a rideshare and was shot, and the rideshare driver drove Goins to the hospital.
Jaleel Goins was shot after getting into Robert Smith's car on Sunday night, so it says he hit the gas when someone standing outside of the car started shooting.
And what's so crazy, well, not crazy, but extremely spiritual, I'll say it like that, okay? When we went to Houston, a video we did on that Saturday was inspired by this interview on DJU TV. And Lil Jeff and the guy on his right or to our left, right? They pulled out a Percocet, crumbled it up, and snorted it using a dollar bill, I assume. Okay? And Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua took his ass out within a month's time.
He rushed going to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. I was running stop signs at intersections to get away. So at one intersection I had to stop because there was a car coming through and then I turned him and said, hey, I'm going to take you to the hospital. At least, he said, okay. Then the next time I stopped, I had to stop at a light because there was two cars coming through the intersection, so I couldn't run it immediately. And I looked at ID and he wasn't moving anymore. Police have not made any arrest in this shooting.
Trap City had shot Jeff's cousin Q50, and for that the Bloodhounds had to retaliate. Jaleel just happened to be the easiest target at the moment. Jeff is said to be the driver on this hit.
Go ask my ops that Michael Drake his ass ain't get out that car. You know that? I was right there, you know that?
On January 26, 2024, at about 12:25 p.m., as Monty, Lil Rob, and 4 other students exited the Innovations High School for their lunch break, gunmen hopped out right there on State Street and began opening fire, killing both Monty and Rob.
Hi, I need an ambulance. I need an ambulance on Washington and Morgan. Somebody get shot. Outside, he's laying on the ground.
Gunmen opened fire on a group of high schoolers on their lunch break from class, killing 2 of them in the middle of downtown Chicago.
17-year-old Monterio
Ecclesiasticus 16 and verse 1. Desire not a multitude of unprofitable children, okay? Mr. Williams and Mr. Boston, including Mr. Lil Jeff Bloodhound, okay, are all examples of unprofitable children. Neither delight in ungodly sons. And, of course, they are classified as ungodly sons, and that's the reason why Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushua took them out. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. So, yeah, they will have kids. Their father will continue to have kids. So they are multiplying, but at the end of the day, look at the end result of being a degenerate, okay? Death. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not you in their life, neither respect their multitude. So yeah, they may run deep in packs, okay? And 3 or 4 or several gangs may join each other. But at the end of the day, trust not you in their life, because the end result is either the grave or prison, and that's for a fact. Neither respect their multitude, for one that is just is better than 1,000. Hence, okay, the 144,000. And better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. So it would have been best if their parents never created Mr. Williams and Mr. Boston, and including Bloodhound Lil Jeff, because of their lifestyle, because they are of the wicked, okay?
Williams and 16-year-old Robert Boston, their lives cut short.
Before and after the shooting were all caught on a nearby surveillance camera. You can see both victims here on the left side of your screen. Here on the right side, a dark-colored SUV pulls up. Underneath the train tracks, at least one person can be seen running from the car, ambushing the victims.
Monty was allegedly behind Lil Jeff's jewelry being stolen, a watch and a pendant that ended up getting him and his friend killed. They ended up paying with their life, and Jeff claimed it every chance he got. It is alleged that when Jeff died, he got a warrant out for his arrest in this double homicide.
Y'all know this by now. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go. After that, poof. I came back, poof.
And look how these idiots implicate themselves at the scene of the crime. But then these same niggas be saying what? They hating on me. Somebody snitching. Nigga, you snitching. Okay. We from the, well, not we, but I'm from the old school. When you did something, you don't say nothing. Period.
I don't leave them niggas though. I'm taking niggas to killing school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. For I ain't coming with no. You ain't got shit. I can't work with no beginners for. You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minimum. Or 2. I'm gonna start at 2 minimum because y'all know why I'm gonna start at 2 minimum. Now I'm just doing it for a tradition. I'm starting at 2 minimum, man. 2, you gotta have a minimum of 2. No, anything gotta have 2. You gotta have a minimum of 2 of them bitches to come to school. You gonna sit your dumb ass in this seat and whatever I say, do it. If you do anything scary, bitch, I'm smoking your ass.
Look at the comments. We using the word legend way too loosely. Kids don't have a chance with parents like that. And wait till you see the text message amongst him and his mother. Mama, why is your child so bad? With a mama like that, he was doomed from birth. Never in my 35 years have I seen a mama proud of her son for killing other people's children. Mom more hyped about her son catching bodies than actually doing something with his life. His mama ignorant as hell. His father is a complete failure. He lived by the gun and died by the gun. He knew what time it was.
I'm just playing. I'm gonna have to though, cause now I just thought you was ready and you lied. Now I gotta kill your ass. Turns out to sauce. Damn. We respect it. Turns out to sauce.
Khalil Dunbar, aka KD, was another hit that Jeff claimed. He was said to be the driver on this hit. KD was A. Trey, or Clayway. A man who was wounded in a shooting in Roseland on Sunday afternoon was hospitalized according to Chicago police. Khalil Dunbar, 22, was in an alley near the 108th block of South Indiana Avenue just before 5 p.m. Sunday when he was shot in the neck, police said. Dunbar was taken to Christ Medical Center in Oaklawn in critical condition, where he later died, according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's office. No one is in custody.
Fuck that shit, that's 11.
There's a lot more bodies that's in the air. Lil Jeff claimed to have had 11 and had 10 teardrops on his neck, with 2 in close proximity and 3 in close proximity, indicating that he caught 2 at one time and 3 at one time. Jeff was so deep in the streets that even his mother and father knew what he was on, and they condoned it. This is a text between Jeff and his mother. He captured it. All I gotta say is she watched me work that 6'2". Her, go ahead, son. Your name ringing bells in the street. I said, is that my boy? Him.
Do you see this? Okay, do you see this? Examples of fucking degenerates from the father and the mother, and amongst their union, you have a product by the name of Lil Jeff. So you see that this motherfucker never had a chance, right? So let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mischievous women shall bring forth monsters. And Lil Jeff is a product, okay, of his environment, as well as being a monster, okay, because we all came from being degenerates, but via the process of being born again, Yahweh Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai, had great mercy on us. But niggas like Lil Jeff, okay, they will remain and die in this monster-like state, okay? Because remember, monsters is symbolic for what? Us not following the law, statutes, and the commandments. Mischievous women. When you look this term up, it goes into ultimately monthly. So these women, okay, when they don't have their periods, they get impregnated and they're bringing forth fucking monsters. And the mother and the father, in the case of little Jeff, were his enablers. They promoted this behavior.
It definitely is. Her, I love it. Slide on them niggas who slept in the bed with you. On Saturday, June 8th, 2024 at 5 p.m., Lil Jeff and his guys went to slide on Trap City on 66 and Rose. Lil Jeff hopped out first, thirsty to get his 12th body. He left his guys behind, not wanting to miss what looked like an easy kill. Jeff ran up shooting, causing his target to run and beeline towards a house, where he then ran up the steps.
All right, so Lil Jeff is about to come, right, behind this guy. So he's chasing this guy.
Followed by Lil Jeff. As Lil Jeff goes to hit the steps, he's immediately struck down by gunfire. At this particular moment, Jeff
Bahasham Yahawashah smite him or smited him with the fucking bullet.
guys are shooting from the end of the block. He ran up the steps, followed by Lil Jeff. As Lil Jeff goes to hit the steps, he's immediately struck down by gunfire. At this particular moment, Jeff's guys are shooting from the end of the block.
So, Mama, why is your child so bad? It is a result of the curses spoken of in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, right? And all of this ultimately goes into the philosophy of so-called black culture, okay? Black meaning what? Voided of light. Culture means to develop. So to develop an individual or individuals or a nation such as the Israelites in total darkness, okay? And they use black culture, okay, via music, because Tupac was the first rapper, okay, that promoted self-snitching, okay, as well as going to the penitentiary. All right, so he's the godfather of also drill music too, right? Because it started with gangster music, then it trickled down into trap music, which is nothing but a form of gangster music, and then trap music got broken down into what? Drill music. And Tupac, right, initiated all of that. You not real unless you go out here and use your gun. Remember me, all that dumb shit. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if you will not listen to the voice of Yahweh your power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command you this day, that all these curses, okay, shall come on you and overtake you. So women bringing forth monsters, okay, is a result of the curses. Your mama campaigning for you, as well as cheerleading you on to murder other people's children. This is all results of the curses. Going into how that tender and delicate woman, how her eye, meaning mind, shall be evil toward her husband and her children. Okay, this is an example of having an evil mind towards your son. Why so? Because you didn't correct him. You promoted that shit. You encouraged him to do so, you worthless bitch, as well as his no good fucking father. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.